But this crystal, according to the metal plate mounted on the body of the display case, introduced it as an unknown crystal with a possibility of connection to ancient energies. The fact that such an object, despite its age and the power it was given, had been abandoned and not taken with other objects could indicate that despite its antiquity, something had either not been able to extract power from it or it had missing pieces and puzzles that had not been found and was displayed more like a decorative object in the display case. He took a small scanner device out of his pocket and turned on its radar-like screen. The digital needle stopped at a point on the screen and a green circle appeared. He moved several times along the hall until he found the strongest signal. In front of him was a wall. He shook his head in a sign of exclamation and question. He felt something move out of the corner of his eye and turned the flashlight towards him with the speed of light. A halo appeared around his body to protect him. He looked closer, an aura. A translucent being with skeleton-like eyes but no other facial features. Spinker said, "Was that crystal for you?" The ghost nodded. "Were you trapped inside it?" He nodded in agreement. "It will bring you back or leave this world." The answer was yes. "You are dead or cursed." "Yes." "Who are you?" "A memory, an aura. The remnant of something forgotten but still alive." Then it dissolved into thin air and disappeared. Spinker said thoughtfully, "I need to contact Diana. Is this a message or a warning and a spell? What or who do they want to bring back?" Silent gates. Underground tunnel. With the scanner's guidance, he made his way to the back of the museum and took the path to the entrance to the underground tunnels. His eyes began to glow, and he could now clearly see a green thread and footprints. An old metal hatch opened with a halo around it with a rustling sound. Instead of stairs, the float went down, the walls of the tunnel with darkened bricks and metal pipes that extended into the space between the wall and the ceiling. The sound of water droplets echoed in the air like the ticking of a clock. At the end of the tunnel, a light could be seen from behind a broken wall. Spinker wanted to get closer when suddenly a strong wave entered his mind and he got a severe headache. With all his resistance he could not free himself, so he quickly transported himself from there to the open space. Due to the pain and weakness he had developed, he could not see his surroundings well for a while, so he sat down on the ground to let the headache go away. As the pain subsided, he pressed the button on the communication device that was strapped to his wrist like a cobblestone and sent out waves that only Diane could hear. Hearing Diana's voice and her image appearing on the screen, she sat down on the floor in a corner next to a wall. "Spinker, are you okay? What happened?" "Diana, you need to go back. A red crystal was stolen from the Forgotten World Museum, where I saw a spirit, a ghost or a living aura and it was related to it. It said that it was the only remaining part of a living and forgotten being that was trapped on the border of the living and the dead, in the sewer and city tunnels. I also encountered a light and a whisper and then a severe mental and nervous attack and I was able to get myself to the open space before losing consciousness and contact you. Are you okay now? Are you hurt?" "I'm fine, it's just that I couldn't figure out what or who it was that upsets me. Rest for now, I'll be back as soon as possible. I have things and problems to solve here." "They might have seen you, so hide yourself somewhere or leave the city, I'll find you myself." "Okay, so see you later." "See you later."